Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. It's a red hot scorching day today. We're down at the club lake, the boy and I, we're in with a big two-man bivvy, and we're fishing swim 8. Now as it stands, temperatures are at, I think it's about 27 today, and it's absolutely scorching, and I think there's zero chance of getting a daytime bite while the temperatures are like this. So what I've been doing is just been setting up and leading around for the past sort of half an hour. I've just been chucking the lead here, there and everywhere, and it's really weedy out there. I mean, one of the least weediest swims, I think. So a lot of the swims aren't even fishable at the minute, I think. We've got a good amount of Canadian. We've got the lilies aren't as bad this year, but we've also got this weird sort of silt weed going on as well. So we've got the Canadian, the silt weed, and the lilies as well. Of course the Canadian is the worst, but in this particular swim it's not as bad. So that's two reasons why I chose this swim. First of all, because I think it's relatively clear in terms of weed in comparison to a lot of other swims. It's still been a hell of a job to try and find a decent spot, and secondly, it's really shaded this swim, so I wanted to get it here with a bivvy. Oh, and thirdly, it's close to the car park, I won't lie. So you know, I've got two of everything, so I'm dragging it all out the car, and the boys helping me of course. And anyway, we're set up. I've had a lead around. Rods aren't out yet. Like I say, I don't think there's any point at the minute in sticking a bait out there. I've seen nothing. There's nothing going on. It's absolutely red hot. If the carp are doing anything, they're just going to be wallowing and soaking up that sun. However, at dusk and dawn, that's when I think I've got a chance. So my mate Matt's fishing in the pig farm. He fished there last night, and at dawn, I don't know, maybe about 5 o'clock this morning, he had a bite. I think it was about 5, something like that, off a golden spot in the margin. So there's a chance. There's definitely a chance, but I think it's going to be either a nighttime bite or an early in the morning sort of bite. Now I don't think there's any chance, so it's given me a good opportunity to make a load of noise, splashing around, throwing a lead here and there, and just trying to find those spots. I can see a couple actually moving through at the minute, so they are moving actually, which could just prove me completely wrong then. But yeah, that's the plan anyway. I'm going to finish getting set up, getting the leaders on, get the rigs on, get everything ready, and then just get them cast out. I'm not going to put any bait over them yet, because the spots out here are relatively shallow, and as soon as the birds see you do that, they are on you, and they'll just clear up your bait. So rather than feed the birds, I'm just going to wait till dusk, at the turn of dusk, and I'm going to fire out some boilies then. Just on plain old sweet amino today. I've just got about 1.5 kilos, not much, 2 kilo at the most. I've not glugged them, nothing, not done anything to them. Everything's been kind of rushed to get out here, so yeah, they're just plain old sweet amino, but you know, great bait, caught loads of fish on them. They'll give me a good chance. So what's been happening? I've been so busy, I've not hardly had a chance to get out since the Abbey film that me and Lloyd made. It's sort of beginning of spring actually. I've been out about 3 times, 2 times to Boonies, where the first time I lost 2 fish to a cut-off point on an island, which was so annoying. Second time they were spawny, so nobody was getting bites. And then the other time I fished down in the gravels on here, and I had a small stocky, one that's named the Fossil. It's a beautiful fish, loads of mega scales on it. It's going to be an absolute stunner when it's in its 20s, or when it's in the £20 mark or £30. But that is it. I've just been so manic with work, family having to isolate, my wife's had to isolate, my daughter's just this last week had to do 10 days of isolation. It's been really frustrating trying to get out. I just haven't had the time. So as soon as I got the opportunity, my boy has been pestering me for a while to take him out, so here we are. We've only got 24 hours, so we'll make the most of it. I always let him watch a scary movie when we come out. Only this time maybe not too scary. I let him watch Jaws a few years back, and I got a bit of a telling off for that. So tonight we're watching Godzilla, and I don't think that's not too bad. It's a 12, I think. We'll see anyway. But yeah, that's us. We've got burgers. I'm going to cook some burgers later on. Matt's going to come round, I think, when he pulls in his rods and come round for a bit of a natter and a brew. I've got a couple of beers lined up. I'm just going to be a nice chilled evening in the shed, and that's exactly what we need, a bit of shade, because it is absolutely scorching. In fact, the sun's just creeping into the bivvy now. But good thing about this two-man bivvy is it's got those huge big vents at the back. We'll keep the front door open tonight. Got the huge vents in the back, keep the air going through it. Superb. It's going to be nice and cool. I can't see us getting in the sleeping bags tonight, like that's how hot it is, but we'll see how it goes. Right, that is all 3 rods out now. Took my time getting them right. Took a few casts, but I'm not worried about that. I've seen a couple of fish milling around, but like I say, I don't think they're going to be on the feed until the turn of into the night or early in the morning. Speaking of food, starving. The boy's starving as well, so I'm going to get some burgers on the go, and then we can settle down. It's still roasting hot. It's still about 24-25 degrees. So yeah, it's not going to be fun cooking burgers, but here we go. So I didn't actually bring my barbecue with me, so what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to cook them on this. This is brand new. I got this. This is Ridge Monkey Combi pan. I'm sure you've all seen this before. Got steamer and whatnot. The steamer, like you're ever going to use that? But you know, it's that one with all the sections inside. But I'm just going to use this side of the pan, I think, to cook the burgers up. Oh, there we go. I knew it would do that. Alright, share some on there. Share some on there. No, do. Okay, bud. Burgers up. Have you seen the state of my shorts? There's a little hole in them. Now there's a big hole in them. I'm going to try and sit on here.
You okay?
A little bit wobbly, but yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, there's a ladybug on mine.
Yeah, there's one on mine, I know. Oh well, extra meat.
There's any more.
Oh yeah. I should have done some onions with these, that would have been nice.
I don't like onions.
You don't like onions, but I do. It's still absolutely sweltering here. I haven't checked, but it probably feels like about 23, 24 still. But the sun's just starting to creep down now over the swim. Usually the good thing about this swim, Peg 8, or the stumps as it's called, is you get a cracking view of the lake at sunset, because the sun sets over that side of the lake and it's lovely. You just get that nice gentle sun in the evening. But tonight it's a little bit different. We're having this 3-day heat wave as it is, and yeah, it's pretty intense. We've got the mosquito coil going now as well, because I've seen a couple on me, and there's all sorts of bugs and everything around here. So that's now going in the bivvy. So yeah, burgers went down well. We've got some snacks for tonight. We've got some bacon butties for the morning. Just wondering what to do. I mean, Matt's on about being away at first light in the morning, or just after first light anyway, sort of early doors. And I might do the same, see what I wake up like. It was quite full on getting this bivvy up and everything set up. It's always like this when I bring the boy fishing. It's always a massive effort. So normally I'd like to do it for 2 nights, and I did plan to come last night and do last night and tonight, but yeah, I just thought that heat was just going to be too much, and it's just 2 nights of sitting in a sweltering bivvy is not ideal for him, so we've just done 1 night instead, but that'll be enough. I think we've got a chance, you know, I really do. Like I said, Matt had one early morning yesterday, and I think that's when the bites are going to come, when it's really cooled down. They've still got to feed. It might be boiling hot, but they've still got to feed, haven't they? So still quite light yet, and the birds are still milling around, but as soon as it starts to dip behind the horizon, that's when I'm going to fire out a few pouches of sweet over the 3 rods. Not fishing far out, never do on this lake. It's not really a distance lake, it's a close in sort of snaggy thing, usually the swims. So I'm only about 40 yards out at the most, so I can get boilies over them easy enough with a catapult. So that's the plan, but absolutely no point in doing that yet, because I will just get birded out. Some of the spots that I'm on are only sort of 3 feet, 3.5 foot, you know, so the birds are just, in fact I've been watching them over the spot for the past few minutes. I think they're quite clever though, they know which one's a hook bait, and you know, sometimes they'll pick it up and drop it instantly. So yeah, but it feels good to be out, even though it is a sweaty one. It feels good to finally get back out again. I just wanted to show you these as well as another cheeky hike. Last time I went fishing, I picked up some of these from the chemist. They're called Mozzie Patch, and I found they work quite well. So basically, there's about, I don't know, maybe 10 sachets you get with it. Oh no, 20 altogether. 20. Well, there's 10 sachets, but 20 stickers, and you get this little pack like that. You literally tear it open, and you get 2 stickers. It's a bit special, this, isn't it? Yeah. Stick one on there, and then usually stick one on the shorts leg as well, just to keep them off the bottom half of your legs. It's just that season now where they're rife, you know. I mean, we have to put up with it, don't we? We sit by still water in this kind of heat, so we've got to expect to be bitten by biting insects, and mozzies are the worst because, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but they really go for me. Whenever I go on holiday with my wife, they don't, you know, they leave her alone. It's me they go for. I end up like covered in them. So I get a bit paranoid about it and get all the stuff. So we've got the coil going in the bivvy now, stinking away. And hopefully with these things combined, hopefully me and him won't get bitten to death tonight. There we are. That is better. Got one. Quite strong these, but taste bloody lovely. I've only got a couple. Need to keep my wits about me tonight if I get a fish. So 2 of these will be enough. Send me off to sleep. Probably halfway through Godzilla.
You won't be able to breathe in there.
That's a body bag, mate. Who was in there?
You know,
His dad?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You won't be able to breathe in there. Because there's no holes or anything.
He's dead. This is a body bag.
Oh.
Oh, morning. It's about 7:30. Lost one about 6 o'clock. Alarm was screaming off. I ran out to it, lifted into it, and had the fish on for about, I don't know, 20 seconds, something like that. It took me straight into the lilies, and it just popped off. Absolutely gutted. That was a middle rod. Yeah, feels like you only get one chance. So it feels like I'm only going to get one chance, and I think that was it. So yeah, I need to pick me up now, so I'm going to make some coffee. I had a really bad night's sleep, didn't get sleep till about 4 o'clock. It was just so muggy and sticky and horrible. So I'm going to make a coffee. We've got some bacon for breakfast, and then start to think about packing up. But I think that was my chance, and I think it's gone now. You never know, I guess, but so let's get some coffee on. Right guys, we're almost packed up. Bivvy's down, half of the stuff have gone to the car. We're
Sorry.
thanks buddy.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're just in the next 10 minutes we'll be in the car and away. So sorry there's no fish on this vlog. It's a nasty blank, especially it hurts more having lost one. Should have had one this morning. That's that one opportunity. But you know, better luck next time, eh bud? You had a great time. We watched Godzilla. Wasn't too scary, was it? No. So yeah, all is good, and I'm going to try and get back down as soon as possible, possibly back into this swim, because I feel like a bit of revenge is in order, but we'll see. Hopefully that'll be in the next couple of weeks. So the last run I had on here when I lost one was a simple Ronnie rig. It was on a Stella Yellow. So I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to go Ronnie rigs on all three, and I'm going to obviously 3 different types of pop-ups: Stella, Crystal White, and Stinky Pink, and they're all going on a helicopter setup. So these are the Fox Submerge lead-free leaders, and these are the Gemini stiff booms that I've used to just prick me, that did, to make the Ronnies with the Nash tungsten beads. They're really good actually, those Nash tungsten beads. And just to 2 to 3 inches where I've set the bead up the leader, just so it settles down, because this is quite a silty swim. So obviously that lead will plummet into the silt, and that should just flutter down and sit on the top of wherever that silt line is. Yeah, so that's what did the trick last week, so I'm hoping it does the same again, only this time I need to land the bloody fish instead of letting it pop off. All I did, I spotted out about 5 or 6 pods over two of the swims earlier on, and they have literally just had the birds on them for about an hour now. They must have cleaned the whole lot out. Hopefully there's still bits of hemp and stuff in there, but it just goes to show this swim is murder for the birds. So I'm literally I've got to nip out at 7 o'clock for a fishing club meeting. We've got a committee meeting. I'm on the committee here, so I'm literally, I don't think I'm going to put any bait out until I get back, because otherwise I'll just think I'm just feeding the birds. Just on dusk, that's when you can feed this swim, because that's when all the birds go back to roost, and you can fish. So yeah, Ronnie rigs, pop-ups, 2.5 ounce leads. I've got the Corda HeliSafe set up as well on these, but these are the Fox Submerge leaders. They're I've tried a few different leaders now, but I like these the best. So yeah, I'm going to get the 3 rods aren't even set up yet, so I'm going to set the 3 rods up, but I'm probably not going to fish them until I get back from that meeting later on. I'm just going to cook some tea in a bit. So this is the swim in all its glory. As you can see, it's looking really moody out there. It did start raining about 10 minutes ago, but it seems to have eased off now. So this storm, you never know, might pass us by. But where the 2 swans are there, that's where one of the rods are. The swims aren't any secret on here, everybody knows where the spots are. So I'm usually going to fish one over to the island that you see there, just off the island, one off the lily pads, and one 8.5 wraps out there in the silt bed. So it's no big secret, everyone knows these spots, where the spots are on these swims. But as you can see, I think the swans must have cleared that patch out near the lilies, because they're no longer going down on it. So yeah, I'm not putting any more bait out until later on tonight. Absolute lush. Meatballs are done to perfection. That pasta is just a ticket. Sun's out. What's happened to the storm? Hope I didn't speak too soon then. I guess this is the storm we were promised. It's been going on now for about 10-12 minutes. And I don't know where it's all coming from because it looks pretty clear up there. But it's pretty full on. That's a lot of water that's just come down. Davey's holding up though. He says that's the nice thing. I just push a lot of water up there, look. But still fully waterproof. All the Silt and whatnot standing up. Oh, choking on the mozzie thing on the floor now. Ah, this might be it now. Calming down. Maybe not. Ah. Morning, it's now 9 o'clock and I didn't get that morning bite I was expecting. I woke up about 5 o'clock to a couple of liners, but then I had the swans over both spots out there anyway, diving again on the bait, so I guess that probably ruined any chance that I had, any fish that were knocking around. So yeah, 9 o'clock, gonna cook myself some breakfast now, and then at probably midday I might pull the rods out and have put a few more spots of bait in. But yeah, surprised not to get that morning run. Thought I would have done. I was up at 5 watching the water, didn't really see much. But yeah, I am surprised I didn't get that morning run. Breakfast. Right, this is almost ready. Sacrilege, but I have forgotten butter and I've forgotten to add sauce as well. So it's going to have to be plain old bacon butty. It's not the end of the world though, is it? Let's face it. Meaty one. Sure. I'm just going to replace that with that. The brew on. Alright guys, victory at last. Just sat here watching a film and the middle rod tore off, and that was the one on the solid bag. So happy days indeed. Let's just get kitted out and ready to rock. We shall see. Scales. Alright. Yes. What a stunner. What a fight it gave me and all. Right under the rod tip, it went mental. Took me a few tries to try and get it in. Just gonna try and give it a view of the other side. It's got some stunning scales on it. Let's have a look, see if we can see the other side. Oh, 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 oh. Steady. There we go. Yes. Nice one. Alright, see if I can get some stills now. Happy days. Well, that was a bit out of the blue. I don't mind admitting it. I just sat there losing a little bit of hope, and middle rod just screamed off. It wasn't actually a Stella Yeller. It was an Ocean Amino whittled down pop-up inside a bag of crushed Ocean Amino. So, well, chuffed with that. It's been a while since I've had one on a solid bag. So I think I'm going to have a celebratory brew. The swim is a complete mess, so I need to sort that out. And then I'll get those rods back out. Let's get another. I've gone for a bit of a change there. The solid bag was on the lily pads earlier on, and that's what I caught from. I've changed that now, put that into the silt bed that I'm fishing on the left hand rod. Theory is that I haven't had no bleeps, no liners or nothing on that silt bed, and I'm thinking that maybe just a solid bag landing in that bed of silt might just give me a run. So yeah, I mean the old saying is don't change, if it ain't broke don't fix it, but I think this might give me a better chance in that silt. That's why I've switched it around. Okay, let's get some steak on. And while that water's heating up, I'm going to get this bad boy out. Do is sprinkle some salt and pepper on there. It's like a salt and pepper mix, and then when I get it on the pan I'll do the other side. Rest there a minute. Right, I've just put some oil on here. Don't have any butter. If I had butter I would have done it using butter, but I don't. Just gonna leave that pasta over there soaking in water for a bit. Get this bad boy on if we can, if it'll fit. Only just. Now we've done that. Salt and pepper on this side as well. Season it up. Let that sizzle away. Right, the steak is looking good. I reckon this is good enough for me. That's one side, off there. Just put that back on there, and I've tipped the rest of this sauce in. Let that heat up again. take a quick look at that steak. Oh yeah, a tiny bit pink, but I don't mind that. Oh my word. Oh god. That is just shizzle. Oh, that was bloody lovely. As Jack said to Vera, I just had a glass of that. I'm gonna have another glass just to warm the cockles and celebrate that fish earlier on. When I say glass, I mean mug. I'm not that posh. But yeah, that went really well, the Malbec with that steak. Amazing. Right, washing up's done. Another glass of wine. Chill out now. Relax, finish off that film that was rudely interrupted earlier on with that fish. Not rudely, but you know what I mean. Fantastic. Love it. Just look at this lake, it's gorgeous. Looking lush. The sun always sets in the swim. You see the sun comes down that way and shines into the swim at night, illuminating all the birds getting my bait. Never mind, I think we've got another chance, either late on tonight again, he says. Well, I was getting lots of liners late last night, or early in the morning, I reckon. Mind you, I said that yesterday, didn't I? I went at noon, or whatever it was, past noon it was. So who knows.